yeah, there we go. Yeah, we back. We live. Must be two sides. We haven't been here in about 2 weeks, but we are back.
Oh, 3.
It's 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3.
Been 3 weeks. Well, we back. We got our producer Miles in the building. Willie James, Lion Life, just stepped into the building. Shout out to our videographer.
Okay.
And to my right, we got
Rose
back in the building, and then
Yes,
of course we got my boy
Big Zelly. Talk to him, Zelly, man. In the building.
back in the building, and then of course we got
Me, it's the man, the myth, the legend, your auntie's favorite nephew, but you can call me Wob.
what's going on, fellas.
What's the word? What's the word?
I told y'all that body shot was gonna do it. I've been telling y'all that. I've been telling y'all that. I've been telling everybody that. I just want to put it out there. I told y'all. Body
That boy
shot.
is baby Floyd with more power.
Ruthless. He a
told y'all.
dog.
Man.
Told y'all. That's all I wanted to just put out there. I told y'all. Nobody wanted to listen to me. Everybody kept talking about Ryan Garcia.
Man, that nigga terrible.
I didn't say his name.
That Garcia character, and I told y'all that boy different. He retarded. You can't fight nobody who smile when he get hit. He smiled at that man that whole fight.
Man, that nigga
like,
was shaking his head the whole fight like,
feel me, like retarded. And then I don't know if y'all peeped though, but like he really be he be getting coached. But it's like his mama be telling him what to do the whole time. It's like when mama say give him that kill shot, all right, you entertain them folks enough.
Let's stop playing with him.
His mama shake that head and it be like he lock in and it's happening to you right then and there.
He be talking to his whole fight.
They talk-
He be talking, man. He was talking, and he was talking to the refs during the fight last night too. Like, hey, he got his tape. He having a little malfunction, just so y'all know.
that nigga Ryan came out too aggressive.
He did.
Came out too crazy.
He wanted to prove something.
You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't ready.
Just sat down on him like, okay.
He wasn't ready.
Overcommitted and got 8.
Catch the short left.
So,
He kept getting to his body just to let him know After I peeked, I'm like, oh, this part of his game plan. I'm gonna keep getting close to you, just so you keep clinching, just so you know I can still get in there. You reaching.
You gotta see what he was making
So,
around the road.
Man, spent them around. Yeah, it was just a lot of showmanship last night. It was a good fight though.
Yeah,
Good fight. I just didn't like the commentation at the end though. He talked a lot of trash for him. All that just went out the window.
Look, he threw now. I mean, well, you know, it's over for Ryan now, for real.
Yeah, $3 million.
Nuh-uh, he ain't make no money. They bet the whole fight
No,
person
he let him
online.
get his money. No,
Oh, he
let him-
did?
He let him get it. He let
Fuck that. I'd have needed
I
that.
ain't gonna lie, I
Or
would've
fuck it,
took it.
I'll give you about 40%, 50%. I'm taking some.
Bet that whole thing.
A bet is a
I thought
bet.
It was over with.
No, bro, bet is a bet. I need my money.
I ain't
it's a
gonna
gentleman's
do it.
bet.
I need my money.
So,
For all that woofing though, that money would have mine. Kendall would have been, my daughter would have been bathing.
So, I need my money.
I ain't gonna hold you up.
So
I would
my-
have gave it to my mama and I already know she was gonna take it. It was going straight to the church.
so with that being said, you know how Ryan came into the ring eager and aggressive. Has there ever been a time where you were eager and aggressive and it was to your demise? I won't say it's to your demise, but it played into your downfall or something. You know,
Yeah, but I can say I learned. You mean like
just in general.
Okay.
Just in general, this is just anything.
I would say so. You know, it should be like that all the time. You know, jumping head first into something. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that that's the right way to go. You know what I'm saying? Full force. But shit, as you can see, should have sit your ass down real quick.
Yeah, I think people don't analyze something before they go into it. They just jump right into it without doing any kind of like research or anything like that. I think, I'm gonna say even with Tank, he watched film, he watched his moves, he watched everything. How Ryan left himself open a few times. Like, okay, you left yourself open, so can't do that.
It was really one of those situations to where experience just beat out somebody with a bark.
For sure.
Sometimes people get off in the lanes and
See,
you done bit off more than you can chew because you in the lane that you ain't prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? Like people, this goes into that hole when people start telling people like, you know, my up and your up not the same. Our
Right.
bills ain't the same type situation. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of what that fight was. Like, yeah, you getting a couple dollars and it look good, but you about to get in the ring with a pit and all that. Yeah, it look good what you been doing over there to them, but this a whole different animal that you about to deal with over here. And he learned.
he said he was gonna drop Tank with the body shot. That's the crazy part.
Man, listen,
It's
crazy. Tank said he was gonna drop him in the 7th.
in the 7th.
in the 7th.
He kept saying it over and over again. But when you know your opponent, you know what I'm saying? But he was rocked after that second round. That first punch knocked the gel off, that mascara off his face. I was mad. I'm like, that he came in the ring too pretty.
I ain't gonna
Like
lie, bro.
they'll tell you, like, cause I was with my cousins last night. I'm like, bro, this nigga, he just too pretty, bro. He pretty.
Man, that nigga, I ain't gonna lie, his brother's zesty to me, bro.
Man, listen, they all came in the ring zesty. Like, and then I was looking like, so all y'all use the same gel. Y'all all got the same comb over in the front. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, y'all don't even understand. Y'all coming in here to play around. He ain't here. You playing with a assassin.
Man,
He not here to play.
But you got-
and
it's-
you been
it's-
woofing this whole time too.
bro, it's hard fighting a southpaw, bro. Just anybody that's left-handed, period. You know what I'm saying? Used to only really fight right-handed fighters. That's what fucked him up too, man.
Man, listen, experience is gonna whoop your ass every time.
That's what it's the best teacher, too. So. What's up, Rose?
What's the deal, man?
What's been going on, man?
Nothing, man. Chilling, staying out the way, working.
How that artistry coming along?
Man, we dropping crazy shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this shit crazy.
Okay.
We just like full-fledged jumped in the booth and like jumped in the studio and just like back on the type of time where we in there for hours upon hours again, making hits, bro. Like,
Man,
that
listen,
shit crazy.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. We just dropped some shit like 2-3 days ago, bro. I'm about to fuck the summer up. I swear to God. Say I said it on the podcast first, bro. I'm about to drop. It's me, him, and my homeboy JR. We just dropped some shit 2 days, and I'm gonna let you hear it before we leave too.
Okay.
Just dropped 2 days ago, bro. That shit about to fuck the summer up. Oh God.
So when y'all go in the booth, what's y'all vibe? Like, do y'all it just be the guys? Do y'all got like a party going on? Cause you know everybody got their own way of getting in the booth. Like, I got a session tonight with my artists at 10. Our sessions is really like they drink, I smoke, but me smoking kind of help with him getting shit done quicker. Cause bro will go in there and he'll be in rope. He'll already be in rope before we get to the studio anyway. Type
That's how I
situation.
am.
It's never like we got a loop for 10 minutes. Cause you know some people like that looping the beat for 10 minutes shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because some people freestyle though. A lot of, well, I ain't gonna say technically freestyle. Cause me freestyling actually means like you went in there, you told the engineer go, you went all the way through that bitch and kept it how it was, and you ain't changing. That's a freestyle.
Yeah.
All that talking about I freestyle, and you went in there and said 2 lines, then you told them to plug it, and then you like, oh, put 2 more lines, and then I don't like that, erase that, and put something else. You just wrote, just not without paper.
you punched it.
Yeah, you erased it.
Yeah.
And put down. So that's not even real freestyle. You might as well just write.
The vibes be different with me, man. I ain't gonna lie. I go to the studio, get high, and go to sleep before I work on anything. I fall asleep and wake up. Okay, man, I'm in that zone. I'm in my mode now. Okay, I'm listening to a beat. Then just construct a hook, and then it'd be something crazy.
Okay.
Then here comes Zelly putting the icing on the cake, and it's like, okay, bet now we going.
Okay.
Now we on the song too. Now I'm in my zone. Now we in our bag. And it just keep going and keep going.
Okay.
You know, unless we already go to the studio in our bag and we in there up 10 hours straight till the sun come up. We go to the studio
For sure.
10 p.m. and leave. Be like, all right, was trying to go grab some breakfast right quick. And just,
Get back to it.
feel me?
But
Man,
to answer your question though, like how when we go in there, it ain't never really like no set vibe like that. Like I like it all. Like I can work amongst anything that's going on in there. It's just if I'm gonna focus or not. So
Okay.
whether that be my niggas in there, some hoes in there, you know what I'm saying, a party going on, whatever. Like we gonna still work regardless.
Yeah, it's gonna get done.
Hey, Miles, what is your inspiration or what is your setting when you in the studio?
Oh shit! Knowing where I'm going, like I'm going for awards. I'm going to get some change, some endorsements, sponsorship. You know, my music game, like me rapping for the love of it is gone. I'm rapping for the money. Like Jay-Z said, rapping for the money, my nigga.
So now your classic song that you came out with. Now, what was your vibe when you came out with that song?
We just doing some freaky shit. we had girls and guys in the room, and we just chanting. And then Luke, besides that, Luke had already called us beforehand, like, make sure you give me that record before anybody hear it, and I ain't paying no mind.
Shot right past
Damn, no mind.
Boom. Detroit niggas been getting into it with them Florida boys for a while, it seems like.
And where Pac from?
Say Pop.
Where he from?
He from New York, isn't he?
He from New York,
Jersey.
California. He's from
Yeah.
California.
You know, let's talk about that. You know, Pac was only around for 8 months in California, and the West just act like he was just from there.
It was, yeah, that's
Cause
crazy.
he had that West Coast flow. That's what.
I'm saying though, but
That's
before
not
the
where he's
West,
from though.
but before the West Coast flows, he was just dancing around with the underground.
Yeah.
He was all around the world, things done. Better than you. You know what I'm saying?
I, told you, I
Like,
personally like Biggie better anyway though. But
oh
that's
yeah,
another
for sure. I'm for sure.
like-
I'm
I
going
roll with
big.
Pac.
I wrote Pac.
I wrote Pac.
Ain't
I'm gonna go
Pac
Pac.
got better songs.
They
What?
say, so here's the thing.
All that.
We be having this debate all the time, and
He's a made
I
up
finally
gangster.
I finally come to the conclusion that Biggie has the better lyrics
Yes, sir.
Pac has the better
and
songs.
Pac has the better songs.
Yeah, I'm a
It's
big,
this
That was just like Jeezy and Gucci. Same thing.
yeah. Lightly, but the only difference is though,
Same.
like it's different though because like I feel like both of them still tapped in with their young ones. Jeezy ain't tapped in with no young ones until
Fuck
recently.
Doughboy's career.
For real. I mean, no, not really. I won't say that. Like Pay still like niggas be getting
The only one.
You your own enemy.
But
And that's
niggas be
that's
like-
because he did him like this.
But this the
he
thing.
the one who,
it don't really
he
just
really
be that,
wanted, just
though.
him.
You gotta kind of think too though. Like here, niggas be stuck off into the street too though, and some niggas get caught off into the image more so than what the craft is at one point too. Cause it's a lot of niggas that we can name here on this show that should have been bigger than what they are right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and shouts out to where niggas is now, cause I don't want that to come off like to no shot to nobody. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like GT could have been opened up the doors here because bro had the Olympics in 08 because they was messing with wine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like been kind of like at the like a door with this gatekeeping thing for real, bro. Snap don't get this just dudes he don't get here, and everybody Vez nigga. This is how Vez met Trippie Redd because of Snap. He said that on these interviews. You know what I'm saying? Like it just be like here we stagnant, bro. It's like you got certain niggas who really want to get the money out of it, and then you got everybody else who just be stuck on I'm the man in my city, and it's bigger than just Detroit. Like we be stuck on just one little city. Like fuck that. I want to be, if anything, I want to be the man of my state. That means everybody rocking with me type situation. But you know, but how you be feeling like that though, Rose, as an artist though? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna do different from everybody else?
I'm doing. To be honest, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a stay to myself type person. Like I work with who I work with, I vibe with who I vibe with, and everything. But it's like, as an artist, I want to be known for shit that ain't nobody ever been known for. I want to be known outside of the city. I wanted to move outside of the city. People tell me, bro, your music go crazy in North Carolina, South Carolina, somewhere like that.
Right.
I do that. I move. You know, you got to be able to. It's bigger than the city, like you said. It's bigger than Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So.
See, that's the type of that's when you know niggas trying to go places. I like that. 'Cause you ask a lot of these young guys, and they be stuck, bro. Like it's bigger.
You gotta
than
be
here.
willing to move. You gotta. The roads in Detroit might not be the roads in New York. You feel me? The roads
Oh, motherfucker,
in New York
Detroit.
might not be the roads in AZ.
Detroit is honestly like the
You feel
most
me?
hate-filled city it is. You feel me? Like niggas can really leave from here and blow up before they would here, and then the niggas here gonna act like they knew you 1st and you came to ask them for a feature already. You know what I'm saying? Before you went a different route to, you know what I'm saying, to go
Fact.
start your shit in Houston or Atlanta. You know what I'm saying, or Cali or some shit.
And
That's how niggas is, bro.
And then it just be like the numbers just be too high. Like how do you charge, nigga? You want $1,000 for a verse?
Fuck
And
1,000.
that don't even
niggas
come.
won't.
That don't even come with you even coming with no promo or no video. That's just you getting on the verse.
If you want 10, 15.
from a nigga that you from the same city as you. And here's the thing, I ain't telling nobody to dull their value, but it's like sooner or later niggas gotta start. Stop just trying to put the niggas on in your camp on that you know ain't really going nowhere for real. The niggas who gonna play around, the ones who got all the talent, they got all the talent in the world, right? And these is really the ones who, bro, if you really just buckle down and just do 2 projects and do this promo run, right, you can really get us all out of this situation. But they playing. They involved in whole other shit they really ain't even got to be involved in because niggas want to be that loyal word. And these blocks that niggas is still dying on and we fucking in our 30s.
That's
the niggas don't got no ownership over it yet still. Just the dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there really be people in the camp that get overlooked that if you took the time with and invested into, you feel me?
Yeah.
All it take is 2 tapes, or all it take is for they music to get into somebody's ear to open the door, step a foot into the door, and them people that get overlooked just be shadowed, and they do their own thing. Then they blow up later on in life, and they get looked at like the bad people because they went and did their own thing.
And don't want to deal with the niggas.
I been hard. Y'all ain't want to fuck with me back then. Back then they didn't want me. Now they all on me. You feel me?
We'll come back to this. We'll spin the block. But Cass has one to ask a question that he normally forgets to ask, and it's about using the bathroom at somebody's house.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, why black people get mad about people having to go to the bathroom at their house, man?
That's crazy.
Like, and I mean, go to the bathroom.
I mean,
it don't matter what
take
it
a
is.
shit at my crib. You know what I'm saying?
See, we there.
You know
That's what I'm saying. Why do
as
black
long as you
people
courtesy flush. I learned about courtesy flushing when I was in the joint. You feel me? You flush between a turd. You know what I'm saying? You good.
I don't have no problem with it.
Spray.
As long as you clean up after yourself. Clean up after yourself. That's all it is.
Cause niggas be mad, brother.
It shouldn't look and smell like what you did in there. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes the smell, even if you burn a candle for that.
But see, if you courtesy flush, it keep that away. I'm telling you.
But some people got bad insides though.
Now,
some people do got bad insides. That
Listen. I'm gonna speak for myself and not for nobody else. All it takes is that one meal. If I ask you where your bathroom at, and I'll roll the wood before I go to your bathroom. Like, well, I'm gonna be in there that long. Just know I got you. And I ain't gonna get down like that. So I got you. Just let me do my thing. Cause all it takes is that one meal, boy. I'll wait to go home. For real.
Don't treat my bathroom like a public bathroom.
I ain't gonna lie though.
For sure.
I just always wondered that, because even in the movies though, like on Friday, remember? He asked Smokey at the door, what you got to do? Number 1 and number 2. Number 2, not in my house. And slam the door on Smokey.
You ain't gonna be doing that as me.
Like, what? Just to use the bathroom. And I remember as a kid, I had to go to the bathroom. It was so bad. And this lady would not let me. She asked me that too. Like, you gotta do number 1, number 2. Number 2.
Should just said number 1.
Bro, she
went crazy. It's too late to stop me now.
Yeah,
I didn't know no better back then, bro. You feel me? Like, man, that shit pissed me off, bro. But I've always noticed though, I see people get mad about that shit. Like, I be seeing people tweet about that shit all the time. People be saying that shit like, y'all bogus as hell for using my bathroom. Like,
here's something.
Well, you shouldn't have had people at your house taking shots all fucking day. Eating that bullshit.
Taco Tuesday.
Y'all got Rotel dip. Exactly.
You know it's Taco Tuesday in this motherfucker. We off tequila and burritos and shit. You know I'm about to go crazy.
And you putting beans with the.
You got the refried bread.
You ain't even drained the meat. You just put the seasoning on top.
So it's not greasy?
Tacos greasy as hell.
Now you want to know something I found out? Like, as I got older, that women's public bathrooms.
Oh, they worse
than men's.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
They
women nasty, bro.
Listen, they don't even be throwing their little pads. They don't even be throwing their little pads and tampons. They be throwing them on the floor. They don't even be putting them in the little trash can.
That's wild.
My granddad worked at a women's correctional joint. He told us, he was like, man, the women way. He like, bro, this women's prison. He's like, the women, they way worse than Cause they'll leave their feminine products shit just out. Type shit, bro. That shit wild.
Stank.
Not only that, they also leave the smell in the bathroom after they go out of the bathroom.
Oh, for sure.
First of all, it shouldn't even be no smell. You know what I'm saying? So
Hello.
that means it's already fucked
Something
up.
wrong.
Yeah.
All that Patron they be drinking. They don't drink no
Smell
water.
That
Smell like a
pH
video.
balance off, man.
Stanky bitch.
That pH balance off.
Telling you.
Know what that comes from?
That shit. You gotta drink some
Well,
water. Hey, I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie though.
That's just water. That's
As men,
diet.
hey, look though, as men though, like niggas gotta start doing shit too. Like niggas gotta brush their teeth.
No,
Yeah,
man.
as a man, you gotta start getting you some baby wipes in that bathroom so you can wipe that tip.
Yeah. This ain't
No,
no
for real, niggas
No,
don't
no
know about-
cap.
No,
Don't
niggas
do
don't
that.
know
No
about
cap.
that
Don't
wiping
do
that
that.
tip. Shit, you
Yeah.
better shit, nigga. We grown now. You better start wiping that tip. Shit, you gonna give yourself something
Yeah.
for real. Like it's a whole bunch of little shit I gotta learn now. Like shit,
Oh.
niggas be fucking these girls pH out because nigga you don't brush your teeth. You down there eating that bunky.
For sure.
Your mouth dirty as hell. You done put your dirty mouth on that clean cooch. Now you done fucked her up for the week. And now we up here, it must be two sides making jokes about the bitch. Because of you. Yeah, shit come full circle.
I'd have been around them smelly breath niggas. It's like,
Man.
I don't ever want to smoke with you. Like,
Bro.
you can't-
Hey.
Yeah, don't roll my blunt.
Going back to that too.
You
we was
smoke your
younger.
weed by yourself if you rolling it. Even if you about to hit it, I don't want to hit it after you.
I'm good. I do not want
Can't even fake it and put your two fingers
Man, I
over
don't
it.
even
You know
wanna-
what I'm saying?
nothing.
Keep
You
that.
I
I ain't
don't
gonna
can't
lie.
even talk off the phone after your breath still on the phone.
That's why I don't smoke. That's why I don't smoke. Now, when we was younger, right?
When you got a
had
clean,
that.
when you got a nice, when you clean your teeth like you supposed to, bro.
Yeah.
My breath don't stink.
I would tell you if it did.
I know you would. You feel?
would tell you.
I
You bet that's your homeboy supposed to tell you.
Oh, for sure.
For one of these
Oh
hoes tell
man,
you.
what?
That's what friends are for.
Because all of us got that one homeboy though who breast. Ooh, wee.
That water.
Man, listen. Everybody got that
Whoa.
one homeboy, bro. Look, bro. You got one of them homeboys. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
that's crazy.
Telly, you got one of them homeboys.
I
And
plead the
Wood.
fifth.
You do, I do. You feel me?
Yeah.
I do.
So baby, you love him to death, but then that nigga breath smell like ass.
But what I was saying was, when we were younger, and you know, our uncles just be like, "Did you get some ass and all that?" And they were like, "This," you know, they would like smell my finger. That's not supposed to smell like how it was when we was younger.
It's not.
It was not. It was not supposed to smell like that. We were like, "Oh yeah, smell." You like,
I ain't gonna lie, I just want to thank God we come from the generation of the shaved cat. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what that was. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, girls used to say that. My mama won't let me shave mine because you're not supposed to shave. Yeah, okay, you little smelly girl. Your mama ain't, dang you, y'all mama let y'all shave back in the day because y'all was fast as hell. Y'all mama knew shaved cat was a cat that was working.
Big cat was working.
Well,
Clean
a
house
shaved
is a
cat.
busy house.
You hear me? Mm-hmm.
they had that Vanessa Del Rio going on with that.
Your mama got you down there with a fucking Frederick Douglass. And she wondering why we calling you fish girl. Because it stank. She
Fish
stank. His thighs rubbing together, coochie and fucking inner thighs. And she young. Still don't know how to wipe right.
That's. I mean,
Coming from mama ain't teaching her as a kid.
Some girls
Like
is
that
nasty.
motherfucker, bro.
that too. Yeah.
And niggas,
But
y'all
where
ain't,
did it come
and
from,
listen
though?
though, bro. Niggas, we ain't, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm tired of seeing these niggas, bro, with these shitty ass drawers. Bro. If you gonna sag, have on you some clean drawers. And if y'all can tell your shit is dirty, nigga, and you got on dark colored drawers, I ain't even trying to see you, bro. You nasty. That shit is like, Nick, man,
them bitches on
get
my
y'all
face, I
hygiene together, like, please. Shit, don't make no damn sense. Gotta tell grown fuckers how to wash their ass these days. The world is fucked up. I'm telling y'all. What y'all think? Since the pandemic has been over, right? Now let's all just really just take a poll in here. Have things gotten worse since the pandemic? Or do y'all think everybody just, back outside and we just starting to see most of it?
Shit got worse.
Shit got worse.
Shit got worse. Bitches got bougier and shit. They got
Bags
crazy.
got little. Niggas done sold the jury. Shit, bitches
People
done sold
have
their
gotten
bags. They bought.
stupider.
It's over.
Niggas hurting.
Stupider is the
Niggas
word,
hungry.
but
Oh.
stupider.
Homeless. The dollar all fucked up.
People just stupid now. Or worse, it's worse now. But it's
Everybody
stupid.
want.
They
Hey,
killed the
y'all,
cash out, man.
y'all peep. Everybody want beef with America right now too, man. Everybody want beef. They all trying to cut us out the deal.
But listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, It's one thing about this country, and I'm gonna just say it because we be real on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? One thing about this country is we be on some whole shit for real with other countries, but at the end of the day,
You know what we call it?
niggas
Though?
don't want to fuck with us.
But you know what we call it though, right?
It's gonna take 20 countries teamed up to do something.
But even with that though, you know it is. It's a thing. It's called capitalism. Like I was just saying this, and I'm glad we here with this now. And this is a country, right, where you never own nothing. You own stuff that don't have really no value. You own a vehicle, right? They can never come take your car from you after you get it paid for. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a car accident, or you gotta mess your license up in order for them to tow your car and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like your house and your land, if you don't pay taxes on it, they will come and get that from you.
Y'all say this.
But
This whole country was stolen. So what do we expect?
yeah,
Big D-ball. You know Uncle Sam D-ball.
You know what I mean?
Big D-boy.
This whole country was stolen. Anything that you name was stolen.
and then the taxes though that we be mad about is what actually keep us safe. We the only country that spend billions on military.
And that's why I said
You feel me? Like
we be on some whole
get
shit with
grimy.
countries,
Like
but
yeah, for sure.
they don't want no
Like,
smoke, bro.
We'll take it
Don't
there,
want no
but
smoke.
it's really gonna take for y'all to do something. But here's the thing, we bullies. Like we are the only country in the world to where we beef with you, we fuck y'all up, and then we leave an embassy on y'all shit just to pay attention to what y'all got going on, and whatever type of development y'all got going on, y'all gotta share it with us type shit. You know what I'm saying?
And
or it's treason.
no
Yeah.
wars have been fought
Never
on our
been
soil.
on our soil. But the only wars that have been fought on this land is us against us, slavery and
Hawaii.
Hawaii. But Hawaii is a non-continental state. That's our island for real. Like they fucked Hawaii up. Yeah, that's America,
Yeah.
but we don't. California don't know nothing about getting no bond for real. No, none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Because we.
them boys over in China and Korea and all that, they don't want no smoke. We already hit them with Hiroshima.
now here's
and
the
already
thing.
threw the white flag just off of one
I
of those.
think, to be honest though, to really be honest though, I think China is the only one, and North Korea is the only ones that were really like
Give us some
give a
money.
nigga a run for their money.
Yeah,
not even like give us a
Not even
run for
that.
their money,
Really
but like them
kick our
really the
ass,
ones who on some shit like, all right,
Tighten
they
up.
feel like they got a point to prove, like that Napoleon complex shit, and they might inflict some damage. You know what I'm saying? But I got this clip on my phone of the general saying, "We've seen war, we don't want war. But if you want to battle with the United States, somebody else is gonna raise your sons and daughters." Flat out, the most gangster shit I've ever heard in my life.
Who said that?
It was a general. I don't know what was going on at the time, but it was like one of them CNN things when something was going on during the pandemic. And matter of fact, I think this is when they caught the one dude in Iran when Iran was putting all that money on Trump. And they called themselves putting that $2 million hit out on Trump, but it was like 700 bajillion in their money or some shit like that. When they whole country was out, it was just blacked out. Yeah, one of them countries over there. But you know what I'm saying? It was like they got to talking like they wanted smoke with us, and you know we don't really take too kindly to threats like that. You know what I mean? But a lot of this shit be going on too because it's a person who was in office beforehand, and people don't want to talk about that. You can't just build new stuff and then just say fuck the shit that was already going on, and that's what Trump came and did. Because America could have been set during the pandemic, but he dismantled everything that Obama had put in place already for a pandemic because they had already been prepared for something like this to happen.
I mean, you can point the finger at him, but there's other things too.
You know, he don't really make no decisions for real anyway.
Yeah, but people don't. It just be like as black folk, like, and I'm, you know what I'm saying. We joking stuff up here a lot, but when we have these conversations, I'm glad we all adult enough and smart enough to have these conversations because it just be like us as a people, we just be feeling like that when there's somebody in office, they can just go in and just be like, oh yeah, I can just do this for black people, and it's like
You can't do it.
it don't work like that. Like that Senate, we not organized enough. We don't push enough money into these people's hands like that. Like the whole thing, everybody was mad because they came up with the Asian hate thing after the whole Asian community was getting mad. Yeah, but they got money to put into somebody's hands to get them type of laws.
Do you think it was the money?
Hell yeah.
Well, let's look at it like this. I'm pretty sure all 5 of us know some intelligent people, and everybody in this room knows some intelligent people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all name me one person who went somewhere down to Lansing to try to make a law?
Nope.
Exactly.
So not for nothing like that.
Listen. So what happened was the Asian community said, "Listen, we need this law to be passed. We have commerce here, not just money. We have land. Black people, we can do the same thing, but like we was talking about other stuff before we came online, right? Niggas talk about more about smoking, drinking, popping, shooting, and fucking more than they talk about financial freedom, children development, anti-drug program.
Yeah.
So we lose.
Yeah.
So that's what we lose at. We don't lose on the money part. The money part, the easy part. The hard part is that we talk about bullshit. Biggie said it.
Your favorite artist?
Party and bullshit is all a nigga want. And he never lied. And that's the problem. And that was the difference between a Tupac changing versus a Biggie changing. Tupac had a song called Dear Mama.
Yeah.
You feel me? So when you look at it, when you talk about change, if people don't talk, rap, dance, fight, no change is going to happen. Until blood is a 1/4 inch thick on the streets, nothing is going to change. I hate to sound like the civil rights leader.
But no, that's real though.
Real,
Because especially for us in our age range, it be like we don't got no excuse. Like I hate when niggas our age range be making excuses and then be trying to play that whole, oh yeah, the white man, bro, shut your bitch ass up.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear the white man did nothing to you, bro.
You don't have multiple
We don't know nothing about no real what the white man did to us for real. Because when we was coming up, some of our coolest teachers was the white teachers for real. If all of us in here gonna be honest for real, all my white teachers was cool as hell.
It's not just that though, too, because a lot of the times now we have more resources now than people before us did. And even our kids now have more resources than we did. So it's like if we don't utilize ones we have, or let our kids utilize ones they have now, then we all lost still. So it's not even to blame them, because at the same time we holding ourselves back more than they are.
Yeah.
You know, because we still stuck on stupid. You know, that's what that is. Like I say, it's party and bullshit.
Shit,
Yeah,
You know, it's still party and bullshit. We still capitalize off other shit
Because we
bullshit.
afflicted. Because it'd be like that loyalty word, the shit that we be loyal to type shit. Like I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I gotta stop listening to the demon music. Like,
Yeah.
you feel me? I ain't gonna lie to you.
No
Like,
music
I
fuck with
gotta
your
stop.
soul anyway.
Not this, even just that, bro. It's just like, how can I put it? I understand what be going on in the street, right? But the shit be fucking with me now. Cause it be like, I'm older. And it be like, you don't be wanting to look like no hypocrite in front of the kids, cause you know what's going on. But at the same time, it be like, this shit be fucked up for these kids now, bro. Cause we the new adults, and we still trying to get it right.
Mm-hmm.
And how we gonna tell them something and we still doing the same shit?
Because I think y'all focus on money.
It ain't, like, listen, it don't even like just be the focus on the money though, for real, man. Like for us, it be like, we be torn. Like prime example, I can't tell no little niggas, I can't tell y'all not to go slide because they done killed y'all homeboy. I can, and I want to, but it be that whole other slide of the situation. Like shit, y'all done killed one of my mans, y'all do it to another one.
Okay.
But it be like, sooner or later, somebody gotta stop that cycle. And I kind of stopped it with my own situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't speak on my situation much, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't no whole bunch of back and forth with me and that individual. My grandma stopped that. My grandma being alive still has stopped that, although he locked up and got his own little situation going on, you know what I'm saying? But even my situation, I kept it street, kept it quiet. You know, I ain't tell on that boy. I know who shot me. You feel me? There wasn't no telling. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't this big, bad nigga in the street. I hustle. You feel me? We having back problems and all that type of shit. It just so happened to be You was trying to rob me for my glasses, didn't happen. Then some other things went on, you know, that whole little internet shit. Don't brag on stuff on me that you ain't do to me.
Right.
That's what makes situations worse, you know what I'm saying? But with the new ones, it's like, I cannot lie. I got to stop listening to these little niggas talking about smoking each other's dead man.
Spin the block.
Spinning the block.
Say nah, spin the block.
It's like,
Five
we was
minutes
listening
up in the blunt.
to something earlier, and it's just like, I'm like, damn, Wood, like, we listening to some new shit, and all these young men is talking about is death and destruction. Like, everything spin the block. Ain't nothing about, it ain't even about getting on women no more. It's just all
Hey,
drilling, bro. Like,
what was the name? Okay, that song "Self-Destruction" that came out. It was like it was
I'm glad you said that. Go ahead.
because that song came out years ago, and we haven't had nothing like that since then.
And those are some of the poorest individuals in hip hop and most influential. And you have some of the most richest influential people, and they still haven't done it. Yeah, you're correct. I was talking about that earlier, right? But somebody said a long time ago when Rick Ross was saying he was getting some brothers together. I don't know if you know about this. The album was supposed to come out. It was going to be Drake, Trey Songz, and Chris Brown, right? When I say every record label in the whole world tried their best not to let this happen, they created shit between all three of them guys because they would have changed the whole music industry by themselves. Them three individuals. They said, because at the time they had damn near over 49 million records sold. They had 79% of everybody's fan base. They were going to win. With them three, there was nothing that was going to stop. They were going to show solidarity. They were going to show the next thing you know, Rihanna, Trey. You feel me? Trey Songz. You know what I mean? It's like, these was industry insight started beefs. This had nothing to do with them individually as person to person. We got to be careful. Like right now, there should be some solidarity. And Detroit has never been the clique city. Never.
Never.
Never. I'm talking about if you go back from the beginning to now, they've never been a clique city unless you're out of town. So right. We clicked up. If you're out of town,
said that.
I said that. Together.
I said
you know
that.
What I mean? But
I said that too.
But when we at home,
it's a man for themselves.
It's a man for themselves. But however,
that's how it is in the joint. I swear to God it is.
Yeah, but you got to remember this because you made a comment. I want to say this, and I ain't want to say it like this, say it like that. But now I got the words for it. Detroit is the only privileged city in America, so we never had to be like everybody else. We ain't had to walk hand in hand. You know what I mean? If you look right here, we have houses separated, even though the South End. But you know, our houses not pushed together.
Yeah,
we don't know each other's business. We're not sleeping over top each other's heads. If you listen to every single person that you deem to be successful, that's why the Vallejo crew, E40 and them, they act different, man. They act way different. Them Oakland boys, they different from every other rapper. You know what I mean? They remind you of some Detroit niggas.
Yeah.
You feel me?
They fuck with us.
Because they don't have to do certain things. They didn't have to walk with rats to school. They didn't have to do certain stuff. In New York, man, these guys on top of each other, man. Sometimes piss is dropping from the person's floor down the wall.
Yeah.
So it's certain things that we don't have to deal with. And we spoiled as fuck. It's the only city in America. This is the safest city for Black America, period. Yeah. You don't see the cops doing the shit that they do over there. We just don't have that. We think the killings we have, that ain't shit.
Compared to everybody else.
When we have 8, they got 80.
Facts.
Yeah.
I told motherfuckers we ain't the murder capital no more.
Yeah, we the only city where we can go somewhere and it ain't our shit, but we act like it's our shit.
For sure.
Yeah.
Facts.
We do that.
We do not
A
listen.
female gonna always know
You from Detroit?
We from
yes,
Detroit, yeah.
all times, no matter where you go.
Shout out to BMF for that.
Sure.
For sure.
Because that's what they do.
For sure.
You don't know.
And it's like we had the automotive. All our grandparents, like everybody here was getting money at some point. And I think that's why our city be so stuck on some money, because it's like
that's all we
know. Work leads to what? Money.
Yeah.
Like niggas granddaddies was the brick man and working at
Chrysler.
The number man.
The number man, like
Yeah.
Peaches, my grandma. Numbers.
But they don't say we privileged. We privileged individuals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. y'all younger than me, way younger, but I remember when niggas down south didn't even wear gym shoes. They just wore boots all year round. You know what I
You
mean?
said that.
It wasn't until like 93, 94 these niggas started wearing gym shoes or sneakers. Them motherfuckers wore boots all year round.
And it's still kind of like that now.
Strong
Like
females.
when they go, like certain stuff, certain shoes don't be on our main display, be on their main display now. So.
For sure.
I mean, it was
Like-
times where niggas down south didn't wear scented motherfucking lotion. They're like, man, what that girl shit you got on, boy? You like,
Sound like
no,
one of them
it's Jergens. No, that's that old scissor queen you got on there. What that old shit? I said, well, what you do to look? Shit, Vaseline, nigga. I'm like, damn, I nigga still use a Vaseline, nigga, Jergens. They got scented Vaseline, nigga, like lotion. No, that boy, that's the old scissor cream.
I ain't gonna lie, that's another reason too why like they be asking how come we can't ever really come together as people because we all ain't got the same struggle.
Bingo.
You can't
Can't relate.
like everybody don't relate. Like your
don't.
struggle ain't my struggle. Like prime example, West Coast niggas and East Coast niggas, we different. West Coast niggas, look at they hair. Them niggas look like island niggas for real, for real. Them niggas hair be long. I ain't never seen a nigga in California, bro, who braids don't go over. Niggas can be black as hell. Braids don't stop. No shorter than they shoulder, bro. Like they different. They got a different struggle than we got.
I was saying that even come on, even like fashion, even though fashion is something petty, but it's like
No, that's important
but it's
too.
like, but if I say, oh, he don't know how to dress, he don't dress like I do because we don't have that same mindset to dress like that.
Man,
You know,
Yeah.
his stylist may dress him like that. Oh, that's corny. It's corny to us, but it's not corny to him because he put on the know.
Yeah, like skinny jeans. I never was in skinny jeans. I'm sorry, young, old, right? But as I got older, I started to realize everybody's fight is different. You feel me? Like our fashion, it was a time Detroit people wouldn't dare dress like
Nobody else.
nobody. You couldn't get a nigga from Detroit to dress like nobody. Adidas had to come out with our own Adidas suits before anybody came out with. The guy who designed the Run DMC, Adidas, my Adidas stuff, he from Detroit. The Avius. I don't know if you remember those with John Sally's that came out. That nigga from Detroit.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of the fashion designers, they be from Detroit. Detroit has always been the top tier group of creatives for the mighty long time, bro. It was always Detroit and Philly. Most creative people you ever gonna meet. Cali didn't have to worry about it because they done got 4 seasons. Shit, them niggas can sleep outside all year.
Oh, you're
for the
right. At
most
one
part.
point, yeah.
They can be in a
Island
bold
niggas.
ass house. We can't be in a bold ass house and two below about to hit.
Not at all.
Hell no.
That's why, and you can tell places different too by they ghettos. Like, we got real hoods on the East Coast. Y'all got palm trees. Like, y'all got little areas where y'all got like public housing, but y'all public housing ain't nothing like our public housing. Us in Chicago.
Well, and we not really East Coast. We Midwest. Let's
Midwest.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
And in Detroit, public housing ain't nowhere near the public housing when you go to New York. You sit like, shit, don't let me go.
But like Philly
they
too.
be sitting
Philly
on
is
top
bad
of each
too.
other.
You have to tell
Yeah.
them, Philly, no. Baltimore.
Maryland.
Baltimore was the fucking worst.
Maryland, I'll say
I got off
Maryland.
the bus and I looked around. I swear to God, I got off the bus. I'm going to give me a return ticket. I did not even step out the bus station. I'm not crazy. I'm straight.
I was in Houston and they projects
Oh, yeah.
working around. I think it was what they call it, the third ward.
Fifth ward,
Fifth ward.
fourth, yeah.
Yeah, I was like in the third ward. I'm okay, it's straight out here. It's like the projects back home.
Shit.
Couple niggas outside shooting dice. Woo. Next thing you know, these niggas got to shooting at each other. Nigga throw through the window. I'm like, oh shit, this shit like a game. These niggas think this shit sweet. Let me go back over here. You feel me?
Detroit is like the safest place. And when you talk about the music, right? The music game with Detroit, people don't. When you start doing, I don't know if y'all know the history of Detroit music, but if it wasn't for Breed, it would probably be no rapper in Atlanta. Breed is the reason why niggas went to Atlanta. It was because you heard the Trick Click Boom, right? You heard of Click Boom? So you heard of Joe Bryan. Joe Bryan and Click Boom was partners in music shit. Joe Bryan took Smiley, Detroit's Most Wanted, and all them to Ichiban Records in Atlanta. Breed popped off in Atlanta. So that's the real history. So Too Short said, I would have never been to Atlanta if Breed wasn't there. Tupac said, I would have never went to Atlanta. Breed was the stone that started Atlanta popping off far as rap music.
Okay.
You feel me? So Ichiban Records was there.
Okay.
So I'm just saying people had to understand, like, you do have to make your way. You have to have your home to make you solid. If your home not solid, you can't go somewhere else clean somebody else's backyard and your shit dirty.
Right.
There has never been a situation like that. And people say, well, what about Eminem? I said, Eminem got his deal in Detroit.
Right.
Period. Everybody, Dr. Dre came and got him. Dr. Dre never even seen Eminem. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You signed to 3 album deals. Alley Life, Frogger D, and Eminem. Signed to Web Entertainment. They were signed to Interscope. And it's just that fucking simple. It wasn't he went to New York. All that's that press shit that people write up.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Dre didn't produce nothing on Eminem's first album. He didn't touch a button, hit a swig. But that's why I don't like Detroit dick sucking ass niggas when they be like, oh, no, nigga, read the thing. It didn't say Dr. Dre produced none of these songs.
Yeah.
It just said supervisor producer Dr. Dre.
Which means he's just overseeing everything.
No, they didn't mean to tag his name on that. Because you got to remember, Dr. Dre was on his way out. Jimmy Iovine was getting rid of Dre. Dre dropped, had a 3 album deal, and none of them hit.
Damn.
None of them hit. Remember that? The Firm.
Oh, that was for my
But
time.
when the Firm flopped, I'm telling you, I wouldn't get no sleep.
That's
Remember?
what Nas and Foxy.
Right, AZ,
Nas
and Foxy.
Yeah.
And then he had that bit there, done that compilation. He had a 3 album deal, both of them flopped. He went over budget 21 million.
Damn. In the 90s. That was like
So
40
all I'm trying to
million
say,
back
when I
then.
started looking at shit, trust me, Detroit always been a forerunners in every genre of music you can name. The only reason why the Chronic was sweet is you have 12 niggas from Detroit on there. From the drums, to the bass line, to the keyboards, to the engineer, there was all Detroit niggas, the singing and the writing. Detroit niggas. David Ruffin Jr., Tony Green, Butch Small,
I ain't know none of that. You hip
DJ Lowe's. Y'all got it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. When people be talking, I be like, no. And they be like, Doc, you hating? I said, no, nigga. Y'all dick sucking. I'm telling you, they had nothing to do with it. The whole G-Funk, but it's P-Funk. It's Detroit. That's George Clinton.
Right.
The Parliament. The whole album was the Parliament album remixed. And it was Detroit shit. Dr. Dre used to be right there in the Oak Park mixing. That's why we trying to tell people so the music, to learn music, and this is Detroit problem now for artists. They know the history. Can't know, if you don't know the history, you can't know where you're going.
Yeah.
Right.
Ask these young niggas, hey, y'all been to Motown Museum? Oh, what for?
And you know, the next thing too is it just be like, here, how you just said that, and we was able to receive it. It'd be somebody else in our age range who would argue you down that whole, and don't even know it, but gonna argue you down because it was somebody else that told him.
Yeah, all that.
When he just told us, like, shoot, go read the credits.
Read the credits.
It's in the credits. And
David
there's something
Ruffin
about
Jr.
that's the thing about here, like, you can tell a nigga here, like, yeah, bro, this such and such. No, it ain't. It ain't this. Bro, read the bottle. It say it right here. This is the
They
same.
still gonna argue with you though.
Still gonna argue with you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
God damn, Jack, y'all,
I
nigga.
gotta call.
Gotta call it.
You know who that is?
Hello.
Hello.
Must be
Shea
two
Butter.
sides. That's Shea Butter.
What up, dog?
Let's
Gang, gang,
two
gang.
sides.
Yeah, you know we up here drinking that good rose line.
You feel me?
Toast to that. Shout out
Yes,
What's up,
indeed.
Shay?
to Rose Line. What up?
What's going on?
Not much up here eating good, thinking about y'all. Just want to tell y'all I love y'all.
Love
I
you too.
love you too, boo.
Do you
Yeah,
have
have a good
any
show.
must be two sides questions for us today? Do you got some gossip?
I ain't got no gossip.
Not no
don't,
gossip for the show.
but- no, not for the show. But I did hear a lot is going on with Must Be Two Sides.
Okay.
We got something coming up, don't we?
Yeah, we about to go out here to Lansing on Thursday. Go talk to these
Yeah.
government officials.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Friday,
Yeah.
we might have something coming up too. Might make an announcement on Friday, or about Friday or that Monday. So we got some stuff
Oh,
going
yeah,
on.
you know I'll be there in spirits.
Yes,
course.
indeed. Oh, so look, we got some rose line earlier, and they said they want your daddy to come out and sign some bottles, and
Yeah.
they'll buy cases.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figure
For
we
sure,
tell
we
you
gonna
on.
make that happen.
I figure we'll tell you on the show, saying that you know what I'm saying. This is a Roseline sponsor show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cups up, everybody.
Cups
Cups
up.
up, cups up, cups up. Yes, yes, yes. Shouts out to Roseline Select Wine. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Of course.
definitely. Yes, I appreciate the love. Definitely. You know, we gonna keep doing our thing. Must be two sides all day.
We
sure.
miss you, Shay.
Yeah, shout out. I love y'all. Shout out.
All right. You sound like you're driving. You driving?
She is driving.
No, I'm not. I'm at the restaurant.
Oh, she being. Bye.
As I said, shot o'clock.
You on a
Man,
date?
good man. She ain't on no date. She just being fat.
Yeah, I'm being fake. I'm halfway on a date.
Oh, you on? Oh yeah, she gotta hang up on
What
her.
is halfway?
Yeah, hang up on
what's
her.
halfway
What is
date?
halfway?
Hang up on her. Hang up on her. Gotta hang up on her right now. You hung up?
Yeah.
Yep, good. She called right back.
Hold on, no, I got somebody for y'all.
Okay.
Hello.
Caller, you on the air? What up, though?
What up, though? What you thought?
What up, though? What you thought? Hey, who am I talking to?
DRJ.
DRJ. That's David Ruffin Jr. on the microphone right now.
Oh
David,
shit! What's the deal?
It's a legend right here.
What it do, you?
What up, though? So I was sitting here telling the homies, I was like, listen, man, people don't understand the theory of music and what really goes on in the music industry as far as Detroit-based people being in the mix, and nobody really ever know. So I was telling them about the flavor that was in the Chronic dealing with Detroit people. How many Detroit people was down there really working on it and doing their thing?
I mean, dude, I don't know what you was telling them, and I can't co-sign or deny or confirm any of that, but, I mean, dude, there's so many pieces of Detroit, not on the Chronic album, but on the Doggy Style album. And, I mean, you could hear hints of it popping off, but that whole full production thing and real instruments and real musicians and real professionals, that was all Detroit. And you know, I might have had something to do with it only by bringing one of Detroit's funkiest bass players, which is T Green, into the hip hop world. You know, let him tell it. You know, I'm the reason he got into it at all. I kind of force fed it to him, but once he got a hold of it, he's a part of, you know, a way more than just, you know, that Death Row camp on the bass, from the Twins to DJ Quick to I mean, I don't know the names escaping now, but Tony Green, Ricky Rouse, it's a lot of cats that came through.
DJ Lowe's.
Yeah, there's a lot of cats that came through, you know, that Tony Green camp. And I'm just, you know, I was glad to be a part of it because I had to convince him to come out here and fuck with this LA music scene. It was new to me too, but man, you know, we came out here and did our thing. And before they tried to lock Tony down on death row, he was spreading his wings, putting his face on all kinds of people's stuff. So that West Coast flavor is all over people's stuff. Even it's probably some stuff he played, and a couple other musicians came and played percussion, so forth and so on, that cats never really heard that might be coming out now after the fact. So I mean, I don't know if they'll ever get their credits for it. You know how that whole thing goes with
Yes,
Death
sir.
Row Camp.
So
I didn't get a lot of my credit either.
I was about to say, I know you probably still going through some legal situations, so you want to say, but I know you did your thing. You was down there, and I was telling people a lot of stuff, especially in Atlanta as well. They hit, but I'll tell the Atlanta story in a minute. But I just want to know, what are you doing right now, David? What you got yourself going on right now?
Right now, I'm putting this album together for this year release, long awaited. Also gearing up to get the Sons of Motown project off the ground with the other male offspring of Temptations. I also got a TV show coming down to shoot this fall as well. Hopefully, knock on wood, 5 seasons is what I've heard, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. All right. Well, man, thank you for giving me a call. I know you was Johnny on the spot. You was busy, but the podcast you listen to right now must be Two Sides.
Must be Two Sides.
I'll send you a copy of it via telephone, okay?
Yeah, man. Well, you know, anytime you call me, whatever the occasion, whatever the hour, I'm going to answer the phone.
Thank you, dear brother.
All right, man.
Peace.
God bless y'all.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Needed that.
Yeah.
You never know who you gonna get on. Must be too.
So-
Like when I tell y'all, so that's what I be saying. When people be telling me stuff, I just look at them and they be like, "Doc, why you?" I said, "Doc, y'all don't get it. All this shit is a facade. Atlanta was all Detroit, all Detroit from TLC, the Babyface, the Coco Studio. The Outkast recorded their first album at my studio, at our studio, Sure Thing Records, right? Their studio wasn't ready yet. Tony Braxton just hit. Tony Braxton going her second album. We recorded the Outkast first album. That's why when everybody was like, "Shit, Andre 3000," I said, "No, he not the leader. CeeLo is the fucking leader." When CeeLo used to walk, CeeLo was in front, and all them niggas was behind him. He was like the educated one, the one who kept everybody cool. You know what I mean? He was. You got to get up and get out and get something. That was Outkast's first hit record.
Damn, that was them.
Yeah, that was CeeLo Green.
That's man. We getting some history today.
But Detroit been thick in the music industry for a long time, dog. That's why any artist, when they say Detroit, they say, "I know I'm going to Detroit." They don't do not one tour without coming to Detroit.
For sure.
Fact. Like, that's a fact. Listen, it be the niggas who niggas don't even be knowing people mess with up here. They be coming through here like that for real. But it also be too, cause like you never really know. People here be listening to different type of music. Like everybody just don't be listening to the Detroit hip hop all the time. Like that Archie scene for a little minute when they had like the Red Cup sessions and all that stuff, like the Nolan and Ninjas and my nigga Ainge and all them, when they was doing all them battles and stuff, when they was really kind of like getting people in front of the A&Rs when the A&Rs was actually really coming
Doing
to
something.
showcases and things.
Tech
before.
Nine grabbed a couple of Detroit people, and y'all ain't heard nothing from them. You know why? Because they making bread and they shutting the hell up.
Yeah.
They ain't screaming no set. Like, what if I say Big Sean? Big Sean, he was on hiatus for almost 2.5 years before he released the one project. And they thought he was being shelved. No, they was grooming him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't be in front of niggas like Jay-Z, Kanye.
They come out a certain type of way.
Yeah, and you jumping out and trying to fan somebody in the middle of y'all doing business. You know what I mean? So they was grooming them. They did the same thing what they did with Kobe when Kobe was dope. They come on, we still got to train you, get the muscles together. You know what I mean? That's the same thing. That's what the music business is about.
And David Ruffin Jr. made one of my favorite songs. He was on the hook, Gin and Juice.
Yeah.
Gin and Juice.
And I wish I know he couldn't go deep into the comp, but man, when he come into town, I'm gonna have y'all come over, right? And y'all gonna really hear him talk and tell y'all the truth.
I had to get that on Must Be Two Sides episode.
I mean, I do it. I do it for y'all.
I want to know how he feel. Because I know people ask him all the time. Because I wanted to ask him, like, how you feel about David Ruffin being your daddy? And people knowing your daddy not only for being a temptation, but for the movie saying, ain't nobody here to see you, Otis.
That was
And look, so they got all the males got together and they doing a group called the Sons of Motown, right?
Yeah.
And I had the privilege to sit down and talk to them about it. And it's a deep ass concept.
That's gonna be
dope as hell.
dope. Just the idea of just Sons of Motown. Anyway,
the touring gonna be just dumb.
for sure.
For sure.
Dumb.
I'm going with that.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Because Papa was a Rolling Stone and hit, brother. That's my joint. I ain't gonna lie.
Man.
That's what? And when he died. Yeah. That man, what that bass line. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That old music, that live percussion used to hit.
And I play drums. I've been playing drums since I was 2 years old.
Hey, you ever played any drums in your production?
Full set. Nope.
Man.
And I used to make beats too back in the day.
I'm about to. Can I tell him?
Go
something?
ahead.
I'm about to really show you something. Until you do, the day you do, that's gonna be your hit. You know why? Because you ain't gave God his credit yet for your gift. I promise you that the day you play on your music, drums, not digitally, oh, you gonna get it.
And I done play for different churches
It
today.
was so crazy. I told him that this one day we were in a church and we was walking past.
At a job on some bullshit. I ain't even supposed to be on the drums. I done got up there and started playing drums and shit. They came in there talking shit.
Oh,
He went full flex on the stage.
Not you was in that pulpit.
Because we was doing some cleaning service shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sticks right there.
Just
Something
start
like
going
that.
crazy.
So listen, when God gonna touch your whole soul with that one. I promise you that. Because it happened, I ain't gonna lie, it happened to me and quite a few other people. How dare you put down God gifts to play with somebody else gave you. That's all I can tell you.
For sure.
That's real right there. And you know what? I'm glad he brought that up too, because me and Wood be talking about that. Like, do y'all feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's time for art? Because I feel like we don't go to church. I think that's another reason why we be having a lot of problems and stuff.
grew up in church.
Yeah,
I think we all did.
we all did.
I'm talking about full fledged. Mama is.
So we all did.
No. Like my mama is the head of the pastor's anniversary committee.
Yeah, okay. You know something.
Of Vacation Bible School, Bible study on Tuesdays, intercessory prayer every other Thursday.
I don't know if it's about us going to church. It's just us doing the works that need to be done. Like we can't. You said you feel guilty. You can't tell a little homie not to do if you a particular way, right?
Yeah.
But certain shit, you just gotta let them do what they do, and those that stand out is those gonna say, "Look, man, I want to put that gun down. What you got me to do? Can I sell some t-shirts? Yes, it must be t-shirts.
We are the last of that. You know, like
Yeah.
you know, we last of that because it stopped at us. After our generation, kids didn't go to church like that.
Yeah, I
You know,
was
we
about to
didn't
say,
take
like,
church like that either. We the last.
He generation up under us.
I didn't grow up and I didn't go to church. Like I just went to
last
church
of
that.
for the first time on Easter.
Really?
This past
You don't know
Easter.
about
Like,
having
I
to
had never went to church on Easter.
feel a particular way?
My mama was, if I'm not mistaken, a Seventh-day Adventist.
Okay.
My dad grew up in church and whatnot. But I guess once they had kids and now it was like, you feel me? I didn't do the whole church thing.
So what made you go to church on Easter?
My pops just wanted to do it, and I was psyched to do it. Bought a suit and everything. Was killing the guy. Wasn't there?
Did you like it?
Yeah.
See, Cass, he don't know nothing about having to get up at 6 in the morning and be there all through Sunday service,
I don't know about none of
then
that.
do devotion, then through children's ministry
Man,
too.
let me tell you something.
Kid Bible study.
Listen,
I'm
it's
working
not a-
children's
I look
ministry.
at churches differently,
It's not a
though.
little boy in this room who went to church. You were not a junior deacon at one point. All of us were junior deacons.
See, back then,
they call it
when y'all
junior
did the
stewards
whole
for us.
church
Okay.
thing. And back then, it seemed like when y'all did the whole church thing, it was like more genuine. Y'all was with grandma, auntie, y'all
Yeah.
family was there. Like y'all,
And
you know what I'm
they
saying?
made it fun for us too.
Yeah.
Like it was like we was learning the Bible, but they made it more. It was like we couldn't sit up there and listen to pastors just preach and talk.
Listen,
We
no
don't know
lie.
what's really going on.
I can tell you all 66 books of the Bible right now. You feel me? And the way I learned it from me being in religion class, that she made a song. Our religion teacher made a song to teach us, like, you know what I'm saying, a way to make, like, to manipulate our mind. Shit, that shit stuck to this day.
Yeah,
Now, was y'all at the church lock-in?
yeah,
Hell no.
Hell yeah. we used to do lock-ins at Joe D.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Church. It was fun.
I couldn't. You know what? I could never do it. I always wind up going through that back door. Like, my stomach hurt, mama.
Oh, my mama wasn't playing that.
My mama wasn't
had
a
to
church
stay.
goer, so
See,
she was like,
my
"Come on
mama-
in, baby."
Because I had an adopted mother. I still have relationships with my biological mother. Well, my biological mother, we're like this, but my adopted mother, she was 50 years older than me, so she adopted me at 5 months, and she was already 50. So I'm 15, she's 65. So I already had like a grandma mentality,
Yeah.
the type of food I'm used to,
Right.
and even like going to church. You know, so it was all different. So,
Oh, you had that good seasoned food.
but tell you something.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The grandmamas,
For
the
sure.
grandmamas. is
I grew
what
up with
we talking
grandma
about.
food my whole life.
Sharp
It's,
one playing no
it's,
games.
it's hard to
Eating
top
good.
that.
Sundays was the best days at that time of grandma house, boy, especially when y'all know your
Days
grandma.
was the best
Listen,
days.
when you know your
I'm right
grandma
there,
about to
I'm
make
right
that macaroni and cheese with them green beans, with that fried
I'm
chicken.
hungry now.
It's Sunday.
fried
Oh,
chicken.
yeah, it's
And
Sunday.
this particular
I need a meal.
Sunday, she'd have made a
I call my
fresh
mama.
cake, and she'd have let y'all lick the spoon.
Man,
Or the
and my
bowl.
mama was a baker.
Oh my
My grandma
God.
used to make the craziest pound cake.
Man.
Oh my God! And I'm a fan. I'm fat, bro, but I do not eat sweets.
Okay.
I don't like the candy, the chips, none of that. Like he put me on all the Hostess cupcakes.
Yeah, I be
Like I'm a
fucking shit up.
food type. I eat food, bro. Like seafood, my go-to. But my grandma used to make the best pound cake, and I only eat that pound cake, and I never had no other pound cake. It's like it ever
Seven
since,
up
bro.
cake too. It's like
Man, it was so crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's time to get up out of here.
Yes, sir.
It was a good show. Appreciate you guys coming through. You know,
So,
Shouts out to the squad. Shouts out to Key. Shouts out to Kendall, Mac, Shay, Roseline, Montuvijay.
Yeah. D-Ruff, you know.
Shouts out to Coop Productions.
It's so good. It's roast now. It's Oak Crow.
Yeah.
We get that every time.
Yeah. Shout out to Willie James.
Willie James, Line of Life, ENT. In the
Oh,
building.
boy.
Oh boy, yeah. Oh, so let me tell y'all about our cameraman before we get up out of here. I'm gonna use these last 30 seconds on our
He's shaking
cameraman.
his head now.
Man, listen, man. Our cameraman is very talented. You understand? Our cameraman got up at Keys of the City. I thought he was playing when he said he was about to perform
he
a
was playing
song. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga got a song, and he go crazy.
They go crazy.
And he got a shuffle to go with the motherfucker. You feel me? And they was really rocking with they was really rocking with the song. You know what I'm saying? At the show. So shouts out to Willie James, Line Life. And TV, man, this is Must Be Two Sides. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube and to the Instagram at Must Be Two Sides. We out.